Arabella Miller. Little Arabella Miller found a hairy caterpillar. First it crawled upon her mother, then upon her baby brother. All said, Arabella Miller, take away that caterpillar. Oats and beans and barley grow. Oats and beans and barley grow. Oats and beans and barley grow. Do you or I or anyone know how oats and beans and barley grow? First the farmer sows his seed, then he stands and takes his ease. He clamps his feet and claps his hands, and turns around to view the lands. Each peach, pear, plum. Each peach, pear, plum, out goes Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb won't do, out goes Betty Blue. Betty Blue won't go, so out goes you. Peter, Peter. Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. Monday's child. Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe, Thursday's child has far to go, Friday's child is loving and giving, Saturday's child works hard for his living, and the child that is born on the Sabbath day is fair and wise and good and gay. Lavender's blue. Lavender's blue, dilly, dilly, lavender's green. When am I king, dilly, dilly, you shall be queen. The party zoo. Every evening the zookeeper closed up the zoo for the night and went to bed in his zookeeper's hut. And every night there was a peace and quiet in the zoo, except tonight. Let's have a party, said Monkey, just as the zookeeper had gone to bed. All the other animals thought it was a wonderful idea. There's a lot to organise, said Monkey, feeling excited. Everyone had an important job to do. The baboon band practised their music, and the penguins made iced drinks. At last the party could begin, and what a party it was! The penguins and the dolphins had a belly flop competition and drenched the leopards next door. Monkey fired party poppers as he swung through the trees, and the giraffe danced to the baboon's band's music. The music got louder and louder and louder until it woke the zookeeper up. He peered out of his bedroom window and couldn't believe his eyes. The ostrich was doing the hokey pokey with the hippo, and the tigers and the lions were playing pass the parcel. I must be dreaming, said the zookeeper. It's a very good dream. I hope I don't wake up. Then he hurried back to bed as fast as he could. In the morning the zoo was very quiet. All the animals were still asleep after the party. The zookeeper thought about his dream as he swept the paths, and then he saw something lying under the tree where Monkey was going to sleep. It was a party popper. If I didn't know better, I'd think my dream was real, chuckled the zookeeper. And as he drifted off to sleep, Monkey smiled a mischievous little smile. The wheels on the bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish all day long. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, beep, beep all day long. The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down all day long. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. 10 in the bed. There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 9 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There were 8 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There were 7 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There were 6 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There were 2 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. There was 1 in the bed, and the little one said, good night. Puss in Boots. There was once an old miller who had 3 sons. When the miller died, he left the mill to his oldest son. The middle son was given the donkeys. The youngest son, a kind man, who had always put his father and brothers before himself, was left nothing but his father's cat. What will become of me? Sighed the young miller's son, looking at his cat. Buy me a fine pair of boots, and I will help you make your fortune, just as your father had wished, replied the cat. A talking cat? The miller's son could not believe his ears. He bought the cat a fine pair of boots, and the 2 of them set off to seek their fortune. And after a while they came to a grand palace. I wish I could live so grandly, sighed the miller's son. Later the cat went hunting and caught a rabbit. He put it in a sack and took it to the king. A gift from my master, the Marquis de Carabas, said the cat, pretending the miller's son was a grand nobleman. Now the king will want to know all about you, laughed the cat, when he told his master what he had done. The cat delivered gifts all that week, and the king became very curious. So much so, he decided his daughter should meet this mysterious Marquis de Carabas. The clever cat rushed back to his master, telling him to take off all his clothes and stand in the river by the side of the road. The puzzled miller's son did as he was told, and the cat quickly hid the master's tattered clothes behind a rock. When the cat heard the king's carriage come, he jumped out onto the road. Your Majesty, cried the cat, my master's clothes were stolen while he was bathing in the river. The king gave the miller's son a suit of fine clothes to wear, and invited him into the carriage. The miller's son looked very handsome in the new suit, and the king's daughter fell in love with him at once. Meanwhile the cat quickly ran on ahead. Every time he met people working in the fields, he told them, if the king stops to ask who owns this land, you must tell him it belongs to the Marquis of Carabas. Beyond the fields, the cat reached a grand castle belonging to a fierce ogre. The cat bravely knocked on the door and called out, I have heard that you are a very clever ogre, and I would like to see what tricks you can do. The ogre, who liked to show off his tricks, immediately changed himself into a snarling lion. Very clever, said the cat, but a lion is large, and I think it would be more impressive to change into a tiny mouse. At once the ogre changed into a little mouse, and the cat pounced on him and ate him up. Then the cat went into the castle. He told all the servants that their new master was the Marquis of Carabas, and that the king was coming to visit them. When the king arrived at the castle, the cat purred, Your Majesty, welcome to the home of the Marquis de Carabas. The cunning cat told his master to ask the king for his daughter's hand in marriage, and that's what he did. The king, impressed by the nobleman's wealth, agreed, and soon the Marquis of Carabas and the princess were married. The cat was made a lord of their court and was given the most splendid clothes, which he wore proudly with his fine boots, and they all lived happily ever after. What's in a name? One morning Tailor Bird was busy fluttering his way, and that